First step is to choose your fabric. I think you can make tote bags out of any kind of fabric, just don't go for the very stretchy or very delicate ones. Second step is to choose needle and thread. In my case, I chose this gray thread to contrast with the bag. Now we are going to cut our fabric into 4 rectangular pieces of 2 different shapes. The first one is going to be for the bag, and in my case I cut 33 to 38 centimeters. And the second one is going to be for the handles, and in my case I cut 8 to 66 centimeters of fabric. Now we are going to sew the handles. Take one of the handles, fold it in half and pin it down, and then if you used a marker while cutting it, just make sure the marker part is facing towards you so that it's going to be invisible when you flip it inside out. We can begin sewing the handles. The first stitch that I'm showing you here is overcast. It's very easy and simple, very useful for other projects. By the way, if you worry about unevenness of the stitches, you can draw a guideline to prevent it, and also leave the top parts of the handles open so that you would be able to flip it inside out. Once you're done sewing the handle, it should look like this. And now I'm just going to tie a double knot to secure everything. And if you do the same process to the other one, both of the handles are going to be completely done. Now finally flip the handles inside out with your fingers, but if you have a more narrow handle, you can use a pencil with a smooth top to push it a little bit more easily. For the next step, take the fabric that we cut for the bag, flip it a little bit, pin it down, and then take the handles and attach them to the bag because we're going to be sewing it later on. So just watch the video and you'll see. On to the next step, we are just going to sew the bag. The only problem you may have in this step is that the stitch line may not be as straight as you want it to be. If you worry about it, you can draw a guideline as we did in the previous step, so the problem will be solved again. When you're done sewing one side, just make sure that the other side is the same as the first one. Now I'm just lining two pieces together to see how much I should flip the next part. So that is what I'm doing here. Now I'm making sure that the handles are in the exact same place as the first one by laying it on top of it. For the final step, just put two pieces on top of each other, pin them down, and then just sew the sides with the overcast stitch, and then make sure that you're facing the inside part, and when you flip it inside out, your bag is going to be completely done.